You are now what? Kadris? Stay tuned. Listen, if there's no enemy within, then no enemy outside can withstand. If you tell yourself you can do it, then who could tell you you can't? What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kadris, and y'all already know today is Free Yourself Friday. Okay, for all my OG supporters, y'all already know, and for all my new supporters, Free Yourself Friday is something that I started as a part of my channel. Every Friday, I will talk about a topic that will get us freed. Today, we need to free ourselves of our own expectations on ourselves. And we also need to free ourselves of other people's expectations as well as society expectations over us. And then we need to free other people of our expectations that we have on them. It's only fair, right? Honestly, expectations is something that will have you depressed when you don't need to be depressed, will have you going down a path God did not tell you to go down. Expectations will have you doubting yourself, feeling less than, counting yourself out when nobody even counted you out. Things like that, will happen when you are trying to live up to your expectations or other people's expectations. So that's why we need to get rid of expectations, because life is unexpected at times. You can definitely plan, but at the end of the day, there will be things that will happen in life that you was not expecting, or it may come at a time where you're not expecting it, right? And at the end of the day, you can't control life. You can only prepare the best you can for life. Okay? And I have been learning a lot more about what life is. And I have came to the conclusion that life is about feeling everything. Like, it's about feeling the process. Okay? That is something that we need to talk about today to get freed, is going through the process, right? A lot of times going through the process feels like you are literally burning, right? And that's why a lot of times people don't want to go through the process. So for an example, literally God could tell you, hey, look, you got to go through this fire. And on the other side, you won't smell like smoke. You won't smell like you've been through the fire. You won't look like it. And you will have everything that you wanted and everything that I have, everything that I have called you to be, you will be. And everything that I have called you to have, you will have. Right? And you'll have some people who's going to look at that fire. They say, and they're going to run through that fire. And they're going to get to the other side, right? Then you have some people who's going to go through the fire. They're going to try to attempt to go through the fire, but the fire is going to be too hot. And they're going to run back to starting point, right? So therefore, they're left with the scars, because it was said that you had to get through go through the fire and you won't smell like smoke. Never said if you go through the fire and then stop halfway and go back to the start point that you won't smell like smoke, right? So then you also have the other group of people where they just gonna go around the fire, okay? And by them going around the fire, they saying, I'm just gonna accept whatever I get once I get around the fire and I get to the ending. I'm gonna accept whatever is there for me at the end. I know I won't get everything I wanted, but that's just what they gonna do, right? And that is what's happening in life, right? God is taking us through a process, but a lot of people don't go through the process. They're trying to finesse their way out, survive their way through it, things like that, when you got to go through the process and actually feel the process, right? Because in the end, you come out a better you. You come out a more understanding you. You'll be able to understand people better. You'll be able to understand life better. You'll be able to get everything that you want out of life. You'll be able to know how to maneuver through life and things like that, right? And a lot of the times people don't want to go through the process. So I'm here to encourage all of y'all to go through the process, right? That's what's going to free you. You're going to free yourself by going through the process, okay? And I also want to say make sure you understand that while you're going through the process, there's going to be more distractions than usual, right? And sometimes distractions don't always have to be bad. Distractions could be good. You might have a big deadline for a big project, and then next thing you know, somebody's getting married and they want you a part of their bridal party and everything like that, right? So now you have to prepare to be in the wedding and do everything that consists of the wedding, and you have to do everything you need to do for your big project, that and the deadline is the same day as the wedding. So you have to make sure you're able to manage both, right? So that's a good thing, but it's still a distraction. Sometimes a distraction can be bad. You could be on your way to a good interview and your tire pops. So now you got to figure out how to get to this interview. And this is a job that you've been waiting for or that you really, really need, right? So stuff like that will be happening more frequently while you're going through the process, right? So don't get distracted and don't let those things get you discouraged, right? Because somebody like me, I don't want to go to no interview hot and sweaty, right? And happen to go through all of that just to go to the interview. But at the end of the day, if I got to push through, that's what I got to do so that I can, you know what I'm saying, get to the point where everything is more settled in life. Also, I think it's important that while we're going through this process and we freeing ourselves, that we understand that there will be a lot more attention seekers, right? There will be a lot more attention seeking people and attention seeking situations. Like there will be a lot of situations that's happening and you're like, why is this even happening? Like a lot of dumb situations, small situations. Somebody done bumped into your cart at Walmart and they mad, but they walking away. They ain't not trying to still sit there and fight, but they just, and they walking away, and it's like, okay, so you could say something, right? Because they was in the wrong, or you can just let it go, because that's just wanting your attention. That situation was wanting your attention, right? And because a lot of things is more in the spiritual realm than it is in the physical. So when things like that happening, that's happening in the spiritual realm. That person don't know you. You don't know that person for that to be happening. They don't really have no problem with you. But in the spiritual realm, things are happening for things like that to happen in the physical to get you distracted and things like that. There will be attention-seeking people that will be coming out of nowhere. You were never relevant in my life for the most part in a big way, that now while I'm going through this process, you're coming and you're stirring up like situations that's like looking for attention, right? So you may have a cousin that, yeah, we grew up together and we was cool and everything, but now she just somehow just doing little, like, I don't even know, let me see, because that's how dumb attention-seeking people look. Sitting down and they walk past you and they step on your foot in a way that they know they stepped on your foot because they felt it, and they will not say nothing, not say sorry, not say excuse me, just walk past and try to go about their day because they are waiting on you to say, ouch, you stepped on my foot, just so they can say, oh, I did step on your foot. Oh, I didn't know I stepped on your foot. Oh, all right, well, sorry that I stepped on your foot. Like, you see how they dragged it out, when in reality, you literally could have just said, oh, my fault for stepping on your foot, right? Or you could have walked in a way where you didn't have to step on my foot. It was all that room over there, right? So that may be like not really a great example, but right now that's kind of like what I got in my mind, because that is what the attention-seeking people will do. They will do things where, like, I didn't ask you to do it. Nobody told you to do it. You did it on your own. They will do things where they will put their self in a situation because they want a response or a reaction out of you. During this process, you will have a lot of things like that happening, right? So that right there would be one of the most frustrating things. So I think that it's important for you to watch out for that, because that will be like I know for me, things like that will be irritating. Things like that will be like, and because one of my flaws is, getting angry, things like that, like I end up getting angry about it, and in the reality, not even thinking like this is what it was designed to do. It was designed to get me angry. It was designed to get me distracted. It was designed to get me off the path that I'm on, right? It was designed to get me to stop. I'm already going through the fire, so I'm over here burning, and I got people trying to irritate me on purpose for no reason at all, just because they have their own issues within themselves that they're trying to project on you. Yeah. In this process, make sure that you are aware of the attention-seeking people. The better you are at identifying what's a distraction, what's not a distraction, who's attention seeking, or what's an attention seeking situation, what's not, you will be able to go through the process better. And that's really all I have to say for today. I know that this helped somebody. And if you are, one of those people where like this really didn't help you and you don't have anybody to talk to, like anybody positive, because a lot of times we are in places where we're the only one who's as productive as we are. We're the only one who's thinking the way we're thinking, while everybody else around us may be in their own mindsets and their own ways that doesn't help or benefit us. So if you are one of those people, you can definitely reach out to me, like DM me on Instagram or something. I'm not really sure how to talk on YouTube, but if you can definitely reach out to me. I am definitely here to talk. I'm here to help. I may not be able to do a lot at this moment, but I am definitely here to give words of encouragement, and help, sort through some situations or whatever the case may be. But on another note, I just want to say thank you all for watching. I'm so excited that I finally got my Free Yourself Friday video out. Until next time.